Hey guys, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another episode here on the channel, talking about some New York Jets moves on this lovely Thursday afternoon. First, let's start with a signing. The New York Jets signed Takk McKinley, who was invited to minicamp on a tryout. I guess the New York Jets liked what they saw because they are signing the edge rusher to a contract, which means he will be here for training camp. Now, does that mean that he'll make the roster? I'm not quite convinced that that's a lock. We'll talk about it. There's a chance that he does, but just because Takk McKinley was now signed does not necessarily mean that he is going to make this team. He was a 2017 first-round pick by the Atlanta Falcons and had the best part of his career early on in his career, actually his first two seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, where he had 6 sacks in 2017 and then 7 in 2018 before pretty much being a rotational player every other year since then and just adding a couple of sacks here or there. He spent most of last year on the Cowboys practice squad, did not play in a regular season game for the Dallas Cowboys, but this is something that both Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas absolutely love, which is former first-round picks that are reclamation projects, specifically on the defensive line. Solomon Thomas, check. Javon Kinlaw, check. Takk McKinley, also check. Was Shaq Lawson a first-round pick? I think there's a chance that he was. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's look. Shaq Lawson. We're doing this live on the air, baby. Shaq Lawson was, there we go, first round pick, 19th overall by the Buffalo Bills. So this fits their type. The Jets have a type, which is fine. Every team, every regime has something that they like, and this is just so in line with something that the Jets have shown that they like to do time and time again. Every year under Robert Saleh, the New York Jets have carried 6 edge players. So this is Saleh's 4th season. They've done it, like I said, all 3 years so far. So there's a chance that Takk McKinley, as I said, makes the roster, but I think there's going to be a competition. We know at least 3 guys who are absolute locks. Haason Reddick, more on him later, but Haason's going to be here. Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson. The other 2 to 3 spots are all up for grabs. You have guys like Michael Clemens. You have our guy Takk here. You have Eric Watts. You have Braden McGregor. That's 7 guys right there who are all in the mix for one of those final few spots on the roster. And unfortunately, after losing not only Bryce Huff, but John Franklin Myers, the Jets have some work to do to continue to round out their edge room. Are the top 3 good? Yeah, of course. I think I would take the Jets' top 3 edges with just about anybody's in the league. And we know the Jets like to rotate a lot, but Reddick, Jermaine Johnson, and Will McDonald should be a really nice trio of edges. They just need some depth after that, and it's up in the air who that depth is going to be. I think McKinley has a chance to make this team, but we'll see how it goes in training camp and beyond. Second part of this video I wanted to get into was Haason Reddick speaking out about his holdout, if you want to call it that, whatever you want to call it, him not being at minicamp. He spoke, sent out a tweet, and here's the tweet. It says, "Stop believing the foolery you all see on these social media apps and news outlets running crazy narratives and you all eating it up." I would like him to clear the air there, because then I don't know what does that mean. Haason, like, you weren't there at mandatory minicamp, so what was the reason? If it's, hey, I'm not showing up because I like to stick to my schedule, it has nothing to do with the contract, say that. But that's not what he did. So by him with this cryptic ass message, stop believing the foolery, which what's the foolery? Is it that you want the new contract? Is it that you or when the Jets originally traded for you, you guys were on the same page and now it's not? Like, what is the foolery here? I'm having a hard time figuring that out. It's still TBD. It's still up to interpretation. I get it. He's trying to clear the air. He doesn't want to be looked at as the bad guy. I totally understand the situation and where Haason Reddick is coming from. Unfortunately, this tweet doesn't solve anything, because again, he wasn't there the last 2 days. So what's the reason? Say the reason or keep it moving. See you in July. See you in 40 days when training camp starts. Because right now, I don't know what this shows. To me, this shows absolutely nothing. So once again, I like Haason Reddick. I think at the end of the day, he's going to be there with the New York Jets. At some point, he'll play for this team, whether on a new contract or on the final year of his deal, and we'll go from there. You'll go from that point, and we'll see what happens. But it's just this being a story right now is annoying. That's it. We get to talk Haason Reddick, hold out in air quotes, and Aaron Rodgers not being at minicamp. That's it for the Jets. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I am Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.